Hey, welcome back to Tech Beans, and today we're going to be finally reviewing the Realme Book, the laptop that looks like the MacBook Air. Controversial, I know, but it is something that you might be interested in because it does look and feel like the MacBook Air, only that it runs on Windows, which you need to consider because it does look like the MacBook and it feels like one too. Only major difference is that it runs on Windows instead of macOS, which in itself is quite unique. Oh no, it has a fingerprint. I just did that. Now, I went ahead and checked out the other features this laptop has, the performance it possesses. I even tried to ask myself, can I play games on this thing? Surprisingly, this laptop can actually play a lot of graphically heavy games. It is powered by an Intel i5 processor, 11th generation. It's got some good RAM, great storage, SSD. I also used it as my work laptop, and it's actually a pleasant experience to use it. The thing is, if you want a laptop that looks like a MacBook Pro but plays like a Windows gaming PC, this could actually be it. We'll have to see later, but right now, let's get it on with the review. This is Vince from Tech Beans. Let the review begin.
No.
No. Yes. If you don't know yet, this is Realme's first laptop ever. Realme has never been known for making laptops, but this year, they have added it to their lineup. They are certainly putting out a lot of stuff this year. Appliances, gaming devices, speakers, earphones, and now laptops. And this was actually pretty important. It is paramount that the first iteration leaves a powerful impact or first impression on people's minds. And so far, it does do that. The Realme Book is not only premium in design, sleek and stylish, but also very powerful as a laptop. Now, in terms of overall design, it's not gonna blow you away. No. This is nothing new. Actually, a lot of Windows laptops are trying to copy the MacBook, especially the MacBook Air, because it's super sexy and award-winning, and that is one of the strengths of this laptop, its design. The only major difference is that you get the Realme logo right here, and the color is a lot different. Well, a similar color from the iPhone, but that color is only available on the iPhones. On their MacBooks, it's not available, so that makes this something that MacBook fans have been looking for a long while now. But Vince, what about the build quality? It might be not as good. Actually, I've tried flexing this from time to time, and there is no notable flex. You will know if it's cheap if it actually bends very easily, but this one is very sturdy. Now, I mentioned that it does look like the MacBook Air simply because of the shape of the laptop. From the back, looks like a MacBook Air. The sides, the shape it's making is very reminiscent of a MacBook Air, but this is a major factor on why you should buy this, simply because Apple has removed totally every USB Type-A ports on their newest M1 devices. That is right, you only get pretty much 2 USB Type-Cs on most of their laptops these days, and that is quite inconvenient. With this, you can actually use a lot of accessories, mainly Bluetooth mouses that have receivers, put it here, and your mouse will work no problem. If you have a flash disk or an old hard drive, then this certainly helps big time. And it has a headphone jack. And of course, it's not complete without having USB Type-C ports. This is the future. Oh, by the way, this is the charging port. This is where you'll charge the laptop. Also, you see that icon right there? It's not only for charging, it's also for Thunderbolt 4 support. That is right, this thing supports up to 40 gigabytes of transfer. That is 40 gigabytes read and 40 gigabytes write, which all means very fast transfer speeds. Also with Thunderbolt 4 comes the ability to hook this up to a 8K display or 2 4K displays, which kind of gives you a lot of options when it comes to your work. Also, I think you can hook up an external video card here to further increase its graphics performance. It might be a possibility. And with that, it's a pretty solid overall design, very premium looking, and it's something that I'm pretty proud to show regardless of where my workstation is, my desk, my bed, my couch. It is one sleek looking machine. Now, when it comes to the typing experience, this is one very comfortable keyboard that you can type on for long periods of time. Also, the sound of the keyboard kind of reacts to how intense you type on the keyboard. So if you're a silent typer, it will type silently. But if you're a very loud, aggressive typer, it will release very loud sounds. But overall, the keyboard layout is just so good. Everything is just easily reachable. The arrow keys are naturally placed, and the overall feel just kind of felt natural. And that is coming from a MacBook user. That is right. It's just not as good as the MacBook Pro, but definitely way better than most keyboards out there. But yes, this keyboard right here is totally built for working. If you're a company looking for a good laptop, something that your employees could use, well, look no further. This is a good work laptop. Also, the touchpad is quite good. It's just not as good of a feeling as a MacBook when it comes to the click. Press here for the right click. And yeah. And we also got some pretty smooth, oh my goodness, that feels so good. Is this Windows Precision Drivers? The scrolling movement, as you can see right here, just feels so seamless. Yeah, this is a very high quality touchpad. Also, it's quite big. But yeah, Realme did put a very large touchpad, so it is a comfortable experience, especially if you're coming from a MacBook. You'll be right at home. Also, touching this is pretty smooth. Other touchpads are quite rough. Also, you don't get the wacky fingerprint scanner on the touchpad. But speaking of the fingerprint, here is the fingerprint. Let me just close this for a while and touch this, and you'll unlock the laptop. Let me do it again. And boom. Voila. Very, very fast. Now what about the display? Is it good? I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking. You could say it's decent at best. The resolution is 2160 by 1440. Yes, a 14-inch 2K IPS display. Take note, IPS, so that all means it's pretty decent. The sharpness from the icons, the text is pretty darn good. But when it comes to color, it's not too powerful. At times it's lacking on contrast, and the viewing angles is pretty okay as well. If you're looking from the sides, it's gonna be dim. It's still okay here, but when you go at extreme sides or angles, that is when the dimming is quite noticeable. So yeah, best angle is always up front. Also, the display is not as bright as I would like it to be. You would know that the brightness is lacking because of the reflection it's creating at the back. That is my backdrop right there. So yeah, brightness is not too impressive. Although, if you're working at home or in the office, it's pretty okay. Just don't expect too much. Also, it does not say if it's 100% sRGB. At its peak, it's only 400 nits of brightness. Oh my. But get this, it's up to 100% sRGB coverage. Wow. Also, the aspect ratio is 3:2. That is a work laptop aspect ratio. Bezels are very thin. 90% screen to body ratio. That is quite impressive. And as you can see right here, when I'm playing Valorant, oh my goodness, it looks quite good. Just don't expect high refresh rate. I just think it's gonna cap out at 60 frames per second. This is by no means a gaming laptop. So they did not put a high refresh rate display because, well, if they did that, the price is gonna go up sky high. But yeah, I was kind of surprised, or maybe quite impressed with its graphical capabilities. The performance is quite good. While that is for the Core i5 variant, there is a Core i3 version of this, which obviously costs a lot less. Both Core i3 and Core i5 processors are 11th generations, and the Core i5 one is a quad-core processor, which means if you want to game on this laptop, I highly suggest you go for the Core i5 because most games these days require you to have at least a quad-core processor. But if you don't game, I think the Core i3 processor will do just fine, especially if you're gonna use it just for watching videos, filling up your Excel sheets, doing some Word documents. This is gonna perform just fine. Oh, by the way, it has an 8 gigs of RAM. And don't worry if you're gonna browse on Google Chrome. Yeah, that browser is just so heavy. But no matter, this laptop sports 8 gigs of RAM. That is LPDDR4X. And it also has a 512GB PCIe SSD, which is pretty nice. Actually, there are a lot of difference between the Core i5 and the Core i3 version. The Bluetooth of the Core i3 version is Bluetooth 5.1, and the i5 is Bluetooth 5.2. Not much of a difference right there, but there are some advantages to the 0.2, but generally it's not a big difference if you ask me. Also, the Core i3 version does not have the Thunderbolt 4 port. It only has USB-C 3.2, 2 of those, and 1 USB Type-A. So that is the difference worth mentioning. You not only get a much faster processor, better graphics, but also better features, better ports and everything. Now, let's not criticize it because it's not a gaming laptop. This is not a gaming laptop in the first place. You wanted this to become something that runs Windows 10. Oh, by the way, you can upgrade this to Windows 11. That is for free. The sounds on this thing is pretty okay. Not very loud, just okay. If you want better sounds, go get a pair of speakers or just put on a headphone. And oh, I forgot. The webcam is only 720p. It is located up here at the center of the display. Okay, so here's my verdict. Is this laptop worth buying? Well, for the price of 47,990 pesos for the Core i5 version, and 37,990 pesos for the Core i3 version, that is a 10k difference. Well, I was kind of surprised with the price. I was expecting somewhat 30,000 for the Core i5 and 20,000 plus for the Core i3. But yes, the price is still a lot less, much more affordable than MacBook Air, and it's also Windows 10. Here's the thing, don't buy this if you're just looking for a gaming laptop. For the price, there are a lot of good laptops out there, very good laptops at 47,000 pesos, 48. But if you're looking for a beautiful looking laptop, something that you can boast about in the office, for a work laptop, this is actually an excellent work laptop. Very versatile. The inclusion of Thunderbolt 4 makes sure that your transfers are so fast, and it makes the laptop future-proof. So if there are devices such as flash drives that make use of that Thunderbolt 4 port, it also has a fast SSD, so if you're just doing Photoshop, Premiere, Microsoft Office, this is just going to be a treat for you. Plus, at the same time, you can also game. But yes, I know what you're going to say. Gaming laptops are just plain out ugly and obtrusive. Just not the best look for the office. But this one, yeah, I could be caught typing on this at Starbucks. And people would look at me and ask me, hey, is that the brand new MacBook Pro? No, this is the Realme Book. And I'm so proud. I'm a proud Realme user. If you think the price is big, don't worry. There are freebies that come along with this laptop if you pre-order it on September 24. Get this, you're gonna get a 1-year Microsoft Office 365 subscription for free, a Realme laptop bag, and a mouse. Is that also Realme? But hey, it's available for sale nationwide October 1 onwards. So yeah, dare to disrupt and dare to Realme PH. Dare I say this is a good laptop. But yeah, did you enjoy this video? Do you want more laptop reviews just like this? Let me know guys in the comments below. If you do, I might actually start investing on laptop reviews. Good ones, so that you're guided on whether a laptop is good or not. I'll help you out. For more reviews, unboxing videos just like this, all you need to do is subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my great content. This is Vince Amigo from TechBeans, and I'll see you on the next video.